Hello and welcome to more Legacy Cube Draft. Really just enjoying this format, so expect quite a few drafts from me. Okay, this pack's actually got a lot of good things. Coalition Relic is like the most busted mana fixer in the format. For 3 mana, it generates 2 mana a turn, and it's mana of like any combination of colors that's really, really good. I love Misty Rainforest. As far as like fetches go, blue fetches are generally the best. And in particular, Misty Rainforest is good because the blue-green deck relies so heavily on having specifically cards of the type forest. So being able to fetch up like a tropical island or something like that is a lot better for specifically the blue-green deck. So this might be one of the better fetches in the cube. Emrakul's strong. Basalt Monolith is a really good card too, but a lot worse than Coalition Relic. And then Narset is restricted in Vintage, which is pretty cool. I feel like this card should just be banned in all formats, but that's just me. Showing all the fast mana over here. Grim Monolith plus Coalition Relic really gives us a lot of mana very quickly. Coercive Portal is also like great card draw, but we can usually do better. Ulamog is a good finisher, but there's also like other Eldrazi here, so I think I'm just going to start out with busted mana and then kind of go from there. None of these cards really call out to me besides Coercive Portal and Ulamog. The rest are good. They're good cards, but in like specific decks. Like if you're already in a tokens deck, then Conclave Tribunal is great because it's a 0 mana Oblivion Ring, but why play Oblivion Ring when you can just play like 10 mana spells on turn 3? Okay, none of these cards are great. I don't love any of them. Sky Sovereign if we want to go like mono brown. This card is really nice. The fact that it can hit Planeswalkers is pretty good, but it only hits them for 3, and Planeswalkers these days have like infinite toughness. Gearhulk is also good, but it's double blue and requires instants. I don't really want to be playing creatures, so probably no to any of those. So I think I'm leaning between like Oblivion Ring just because it's like a good card. Careful Consideration because it is like pretty good card draw, and this deck probably needs card draw. Or Supreme Verdict if we think we want to be controlling, but I've drafted like controlling decks quite a lot, so I'm just going to take Careful Consideration and then see what else comes around. Ooh, okay. Careful Consideration is a good combo with Unburial Rites. I just passed Iona though. I kind of want to take Golos though. Golos is sweet. Like you can go turn 2 Grim Monolith, turn 3 Golos, and that's like a really good start. He's colorless, and then his activated ability is pretty relevant as well. So let's do that. Fixes your mana, just a good card. Sundering Titan, now we're talking. Love me some Sundering Titan. The next pick, honestly, there's not that much else for us to take here. Maybe like a Bogart and Hellkite or Elish Norn, but I'll take a Sundering Titan. He's a big boy. Ooh, Crucible of Worlds. Okay, I'm just taking all the colorless cards. Let's be honest. That is my drafting criteria right now, is just cards that don't have mana. Get out of here. Colored mana in their text box. Look, you can't see Golos' colored mana requirements from this preview, so it still fits the criteria. Yeah, I mean, nothing else is too busted. Like, Magma Jet's good. Maze of Ith probably will wheel because nobody respects it, but getting Crucible Worlds that late is kind of nice. With Crucible, I'm really wanting to take fetch lands over duels. So normally I would say probably take the dual land first. But with Crucible Worlds and a fetch land, you basically get to draw a card every single turn, which is really great. Plus there are shuffle effects and other reasons to do this, and I don't really think we're going to be red-green, so I'll just take Windswept Heath. Noting that white is quite open, but I don't really want to draft that, because like what we have going on seems way more fun. So we're going to take Windswept Heath and hope other people pick up on white. I don't think they are going to. Horizon Canopy Crucible Worlds is a good card draw engine. Bone Crusher Giant is also really good. So 2 mana to deal 2 damage to anything, and it prevents damage from being prevented, which is good. And then 3 mana 4/3. Like, this card is just really pushed in all aspects, and the artwork's kind of funny. I think I'm just going to take Horizon Canopy, though. Repeatable card draw seems kind of tempting. There we go. Emrakul. Yeah, so green-white is, like, very, very open. Actually, do I even want Emrakul? Emrakul is colorless, but, like, what else does it do? Maybe I just take Biogenic Ooze, and we'd be like, ugh, that's rough. I really want to draft a fun deck, but everyone's, like, really cutting blue hard. And if I'm getting like Biogenic Ooze Savannah this late, then it's pretty likely we're going to end up with red-green or something. Ooze I gotta take, I think. Yeah, okay. I'll read the signals, but I don't like them. Let it be known. I like Explore. Satyr Wayfinder is also kind of fun because it lets us put more cards in the graveyard for Crucible of Worlds. So Explore plays poorly into like Wrath effects that like hit your board. I'm still gonna take it. I'm drafting a weird deck and I'm enjoying every bit of it. Um, hmm. So we could be like token spam and take a Deranged Hermit. We could take Iona, but I don't really think that's gonna happen. Probably just Deranged Hermit gives us the best shot of having a good deck. Botanical Sanctum and Offenza is non-token. Okay. I mean, like, fine. There's a Terastodon. I could also take Sin Collector. We'll stay open for it with a Terastodon, but it's looking like we probably just have to go into white aggro. Like, nobody else is taking these cards. So I wanted to draft a sweet deck, but sometimes it's an important lesson here. Like, if people are just taking all the cards you want to be playing, you're going to have more fun drafting a deck that is, you know, not exactly what you wanted to be doing, but winning is more fun than losing by trying to force an archetype. So it's been very overwhelmingly clear at this point, like any of the fun blue strategies are just being cut very hard and nobody is touching white cards. So I think we're just going to transition into a white creature deck, probably not playing any of these fun picks. And like Legion's Landing is great. Phyrexian Revoker is also kind of tempting, but actually, maybe I take the Revoker because it's the most likely card to get picked up, and I think this card's really good. Stopping Planeswalkers is relevant, and then we can probably wheel this Legion's Landing because nobody's going to take it because nobody's been picking up white cards. I'm going to try that. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, Smuggler's Copter. Okay, that is a great card in an aggressive deck. 2 mana 3/3 flyer that also loots. I'm all over it. Recruiter of the Guard, or what do you get? Creature with converted mana cost 1 or less. Okay. I wonder if I can transition into black-white. Because Dark Confidant is also really good. I mean, I'm going to take Smuggler's Copter here. Probably just wheel a Brimaz, but just going to keep that in mind. Temple Garden. Courser of Crufix is a nice one. Sarah the Benevolent is also a nice one, but I don't have any flyers yet. And you're really unlikely to get too many flyers in green-white, so I think I'm going to try and wheel Sarah and just take Courser. I could also take Temple Garden, but I think Courser is better. The Great Henge. Thalia also really punches opponents, but she'll probably come around. So this is really good with chunky dudes. So let's say I have like a 3/3 in play. This is going to cost 6 mana. That's still kind of a lot. That is still kind of a lot. I almost want to just take like Night of Autumn or City of Brass instead. Because I think we're going to be low to the ground aggressive. That's what feels open. And this is better for like big style green ramp decks. Because 6 mana is like, for a card that doesn't really do anything on its own, is kind of a lot to spend. Yeah, I kind of want to stay low to the ground. I think I'm just going to pick up Thalia and try and wheel Night of Autumn. Punishing your opponent's mana is a great way to win the game. Now I can take... I don't have that many non-creature spells, so Marsh Flats here can maybe let us wheel his Pack Rat. Yeah. We just want good mana. Ooh. Rashad and Port. Perfect. Exactly what this deck wanted. We would love a Wasteland to go with Crucible, but probably not going to get there. I would play Garruk and Archangel Avacyn, but I think the Port is just too important here. And then now we can take Windburst Kites. I need more 2-drops, actually. This deck is... We may have pivoted a little bit too late. We'll see if we can get paid off. Windburst Kites is really good. And we are going to have like some token spam going on. I'm going to take the Heights. Thalia, perfect. Okay, now I feel pretty comfortable with what's going on. Thalia plus Rishadan Port plus other Thalia is a great way to just stop your opponents from really doing anything. I would like to pick up these other cards, but we can feel pretty confident that the archetype we're drafting is open because it was so open pack 1, and this pack it's like still like we just wheeled Legion's Landing. People are going to say take Sword of Body and Mind. I feel like the swords are just not great. Like maybe as a sideboard card against blue-green, this card, you know, can just win the game because it's blue-green, but there are more fun things to be doing than hoping to demise your opponent with a sword. Alright, as expected, pretty much everything wheeled. I have a lot of 3-mana plays, but this isn't really a Fauna Shaman deck. So we'd be just playing her as a 2-mana 2/2. We could also take Dismember to get like a little bit of removal in here, but I probably just have to take Brimaz because he's pretty good. Now we can take a Cloud Goat Ranger. I don't love it, but it does really help with the token spam. Okay, Great Henge Wield. Also Inferno Titan Wield. What if? Huh. No, I'll take this, but red being open is interesting. Okay, now I can take Spear of Heliod, because that seems like an all-star in this deck. Avalanche Riders is also interesting. Okay, I'll take Last Pick Tassiger? What? Okay. I might be able to fit that in the deck eventually. That's very weird. I kind of regret taking Explore now. I wanted to play like a fun deck, but clearly that's... Oh, interesting. Oh, Wasteland. Ooh. Okay, that is a great pickup for the deck. The problem is we need playables, but we're going to wheel Student of Warfare, so I'm not too worried about that. Birthing Pod is what I was saying ooh about, because this could actually be a kind of sweet Birthing Pod deck, but we would need some good 4-drops. Because we have a Ranger Captain of Eos and Recruiter of the Guard as good 3-mana hits, but I think Wasteland is too good. I have to take it here, and then we'll try and wheel Birthing Pod. Ooh, Armageddon. Probably... The problem is our deck is really slow. So, like, I don't know if we can take Armageddon over just, like, a Llanowar Elves. And the other question is, do we even play Llanowar Elves? Like, how green is our deck really? Yeah, we're in a weird spot. Because we have, like, really just 3 green fixing cards. We're definitely playing Crucible now that we have Wasteland. I kind of want to just take Porcelain Legionnaire because we're not even sure if we're going to be playing green, but how many playables do we have if we cut green? We have 13 playables. Alright, so we're definitely playing green. I think I just got to take Llanowar Elves then. Hope to wheel Legionnaire, but even if we don't, we can take Containment Priest or Armageddon. But we need 1 mana plays then. Oh! Opposition would be so good in this deck. How do I do this? Because I have Drained Tournament, I have the Ooze, I have Courser. I probably am putting Great Henge in, at least for now, but I don't have that many high-powered creatures. I don't know how I make this deck work. I, like, pretty much am locked in and taking this Remorseful Cleric or Green Sun Zenith, but that card's not even that good here. Or Honor of the Pure. But all my tokens are green. There are a lot of issues going on right now. I think I'm going to take Remorseful Cleric and try and make Honor of the Pure work. Because nobody's going to take that card. Ooh, Brightling. Avacyn's Pilgrim was a nice pickup too. A green 1-drop that can add white mana makes our fixing a lot better. We can probably wheel this Brightling. Sure. Okay. Deep Forest Hermit. Make a bunch of squirrels. We can take Big Elspeth. She's a little expensive, but we can really go deep on squirrels. I don't think I'm playing the Great Henge. We're more token based. Yeah, I think I probably take Big Elspeth. She just like closes games out so well. The other option would be Sorin Solemn Visitor. He fits our curve a lot better. We have 1 Marsh Flats for like fixing, but he like pumps our whole team, comes down way faster. We don't have to play 6-drops, but we're starting to get some mana acceleration. I could probably put Coalition Relic in the deck maybe. So we'll play Big Elspeth. There is Solemn. What does Revelark have? This is power 2 or less. So we get Courser, Recruiter of the Guard, Anafenza, Thalia, Remorseful Cleric, Biogenic Ooze, Deranged Hermit. That seems kind of tempting. Solemn keeps us open to go Birthing Pod, but I feel like we're just only going to get like 1 4-drop. This would be such a sweet Birthing Pod deck though. I think I just have to take Solemn for curve. Try and wheel Carnage Tyrant. Ooh, Emeria Angel is a good 4. So is Huntmaster. Probably just taking Emeria Angel. We have some like fetches and stuff. There's Mana Tithe, just the card. Oh, Gideon Blackblade. This is a good card for this deck, right? Giving creatures indestructible, vigilance, and all that. I love Mana Tithe, but a powerful 3-mana creature I think is good for the deck. He can also just win the game on his own, like Gideon plus Wasteland and stuff. And if we wheel Armageddon, this will really help with the Gideon into Armageddon curve. There's Student of Warfare, which I'm pretty happy about. We wheeled Armageddon, but we also wheeled Porcelain Legionnaire. So we really got to figure out what this deck's curve wants to look like. I think this card is too good to pass up. We have a lot of nice early plays, but and we're also playing Crucible in the main. I gotta take Armageddon. Sorry, deck. What is going on? Do I even have enough white creatures to make this good? I have some. I'm not going to be playing Sacred Foundry, I don't think. No. Green Sun Zenith is okay. I'm more likely to play this. Alright, we got our Brightlinger back. Gonna side that in, probably not main decking that. Well, if we want to go deep on tokens, we can. I don't think I'm playing Blessed Alliance. Court of Calling, maybe. Huntmaster. Okay, so we did not get Birthing Pod, but that's okay. I think we got there as far as playables go. Our deck, like our mana, is just a little bit clunky. Like we're playing like Armageddon in an Elspeth deck, which I don't love. But we actually get to make cuts, which I do like. Ranger Captain, 3 mana 3/3 gets a 1/1. I kind of like that. Probably don't need Recruiter the Guard, although it's fine, but I think we want more proactive plays. Although this can tutor up Biogenic Ooze, Solemn, maybe. I think I'm gonna actually just cut Elspeth and Golos, and then run a 17 land deck like this. Our curve is oh, do I want something besides Coalition Relic? Maybe I do play Green Suns because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. I don't play Coalition, but Green Suns is kind of like ramp because I can cast it to get like an elf early. I really want to put like one more green creature in my deck if I'm playing Green Suns. Like put in Deep Forest Hermit over Cloud Goat Ranger or something. Then we have good Green Sun Zenith targets. We can also like double Hermits to get a lot of squirrels. And we have like one way to pump them up. Yeah, we don't have that much in the way of mass pump, do we? This deck is weird. I don't love it, but I think it's better than the deck if we had just tried to force like artifact nonsense. Because it was just very clear it was not open. So yeah, I think I take this. I actually don't have any green-white duels to fetch up. Someone took those, which is weird because white was so open. 5, 6. So that's 5, 6, 7. I think we gotta do this. Our mana is not the best because we have so many colorless lands, but they're all really good colorless lands. And like we can turn to Crucible, Wasteland lock people, stuff like that. So we really just want to play against opponents who have a lot of non-basics. That's our best situation. And I think I'm just gonna run it like this for now. We have a lot of cards to like sideboard and change up, but yeah, like Brightling's good against opponents with a lot of removal or where the lifelink matters. Actually, is it better than Ranger Captain of Eos? Maybe it's better than Ranger Captain of Eos. Oh, we're lagging. Alright, well, we just lagged out for like 10 minutes, but for you it was like a couple seconds. I think I put the deck back. It put everything in the sideboard, so I think I put the deck back how it was. I think. And 17 lands with 3 utility lands seems fine. I wanted to put Coalition Relic in the deck, but with Thalia it just seems kind of suspect. Like, we'll get to 5 mana eventually. We just got to mulligan pretty aggressively with this deck. I think it's probably our best shot at winning. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Magic Player, whatever, and we're on the draw. This hand seems great. We got turn 2 Thalia. Against the green deck seems kind of nice. Yeah. And if they kill Llanowar Elves, then we have like Revoker and things. Depending on what they play, like if they play Raphellos, we can actually Phyrexian Revoker a Raphellos. If they bolt our Llanowar Elves, we can get another elf. So there's a lot of options. Yeah. If they bolt our elf and play an elf, that would be bad. Ooh, Courser. So with Courser in our deck, do I want to save Green Sun Zenith for a better green creature? Or do I want to get a 1-drop now? I think I want to get a 1-drop now. That seems fine. Because Green Sun Zenith shuffles in as well. Because now we can play Courser without mana untapped. If they want to spend 2 mana to kill Pilgrim, sure. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Oh. Yeah, it does shuffle back in. Alright, so we're going to get a Plains here. So we can run out Thalia, or we can run out Courser. Courser is a lot harder for the red deck to kill, but we don't have any... This is actually hard. I really want to hit a land next turn, so I guess Courser gives us the best shot at playing 2 4-drops next turn. Yeah, let's do that. It's just really hard to kill. Okay. We're drawing Marsh Flats, so we know we're going to hit 2 4-drops next turn. But they used Flame Slash on an elf. So if they don't have a way to kill this, we can kind of just take over the game with value. Green Suns for 3. Oh no! Do they have the Destroy Enchantment creature? That would suck. Okay, I can deal with Yavimaya Elder. I don't mind that. You know, we could Phyrexian Revoker the Yavimaya Elder. I don't really want to draw Deep Forest Hermit. That's interesting. I think it's probably not worth it, but kind of funny. Did they miss a land drop? No, they did not. Alright, I'm not that worried about their Yavimaya Elder dying. I'm going to attack. Okay. So they clearly don't want the lands that badly. So I'm just going to play Thalia and then the fetch. Not let them know whether or not I'm going to be fetching. Please don't be Glorybringer. Glorybringer would be rough. Also, this opponent appears to have very few non-basic lands, so our Crucible lock might not be much of a lock. Probably going to side out Wasteland, but I think I still keep in Crucible because it's good with Armageddon and all these fetches. Garruk Primal Hunter, that is why Phyrexian Revoker's in the deck. So they make a beast, it's tapped. If they want to save Garruk, they actually have to chump block. And do I fetch? I guess I'm okay drawing that. That seems okay. I want to put a stop in my draw step. No, because I'm drawing that. Yeah, that's fine. And planes off the top is good. So let's attack Garruk with both. If they keep him alive, we can just play a Revoker. And Thalia has first strike, so Yavimaya Elder can't profitably block. Okay. So they get some things, that's okay. So we play our land. Drawing a land, I don't really want to. I guess I have to fetch anyway. So we can give them a 3/3 beast, which can't really block that well. And in that case, we would play Deep Forest Hermit. Or we can not give them a 3/3 beast and just play a Phyrexian Revoker. And then do this next turn. I kind of like not giving them the 3/3 beast. Because their hand is full of lands mostly. Garruk Primal Hunter. And then we play Remorseful Cleric. Pass turn. So now, even if they kill... Oh, Sheevan Fire. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with keeping Revoker alive. Ian Kieran enters untapped. So they're going to be able to kill Phyrexian Revoker next turn. I will be fetching with Marsh Flats. Because I don't really want to draw Forest. Oh, that's interesting. Not the best in this situation, but we'll get there, we'll get there. I don't really have that many good attacks either, so this is kind of a bad situation. But I can play the Hermit. That's a lot of squirrels. Then I pass turn. Next turn I should hopefully be able to kill Garruk. He goes up, maybe not, because they make a bunch of 3/3 blockers. Yeah. And they can kill the Deep Forest Hermit at any time with Pia and Kieran. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 7 attackers, but they can block and kill. So we actually can only put Garruk down to 1, depending on how they block. I need another mana for Green Sun Zenith to be any good. And Armageddon seems really bad in this spot. So yeah, let's see. If I swing out, they block here, then they throw the Thopter at the Hermit. They eat 3 squirrels, or they eat 2 squirrels. They block Courser, and I only hit Garruk for 2 damage. So that seems like a bad attack. I'm just going to play Smuggler's Copter and pass. And they get to Garruk, which is really bad, but we can't do too much about it. If we can draw a Crucible of Worlds, that would really go a long way, because then we can Armageddon and then get inevitability off the mana advantage that we have. And if I can just stop them from drawing cards with Garruk, I think we'll be okay. You go down to 1. Wasteland is a good draw. Let's play you. So I kind of want a Green Sun Zenith for our other creature that pumps up squirrels. And then they'll all be 2/2s. Then we swing at the beast and we still kind of die though. The other option is getting the ooze. This does 2 damage to any target. So they can kill the ooze before we do anything, but then they lose a lot of stuff. This is actually a very interesting situation. I think I'm going to be Green Sun Zenithing for 5 regardless, so we're going to start there. So ooze, yeah, ooze is a 2/2, which means it can die to Pia and Kieran. Deranged Hermit means we can like swing out, kill Garruk, and we're still in a decent position from there. So let's just do that. Now they're all 3/3 squirrels. We're gonna crew with the Deranged Hermit. And I guess we just kill Garruk here. We probably lose our Courser in the process. But this seems okay. Yeah, if we attack like this, they get to double block our Courser. We don't lose that much. Discard. We're drawing Green Suns. I'm gonna discard Forest. The reason for stalling there was we want triple green to go with our biogenic ooze, but alas. Okay, yeah, so they're just sacrificing Garrick. Makes sense. Maybe I should just not have attacked with the Corsair, but I think I had to, because then they kill both of these for free. Garrick takes 2 in the air, and then they block here and here. Yeah, so they still would have been able to keep Garrick alive had I not attacked with the Corsair. Deal. Interesting choice. Garrick still dies. Alright, I'm actually pretty okay with that exchange. They have a lot of power in play, but... So they got a land and Mizium Mortars? Oh, no. Why can't I see... Did they put it on top? I guess it would be in the graveyard otherwise, so they definitely put it on top. I think at this point I kind of have to, Armageddon. Because I just die to a Mizium Mortars. Huh. Right, they untap, they kill everything I have. I have to cast Armageddon right now. Let's see what I can draw off Smuggler's Copter, because drawing Crucible of Worlds here would be amazing. Because I think I'm winning the race right now. Hit them for 5 in the air, we get to loot. I think I'm going to discard Green Sun Zenith because all of my green early plays are gone. And then we just have to hope that Copter draws us into more untapped lands. Alright, I'll bite. Cast Armageddon. Man, we're 1 mana short of it, but it is what it is. Okay. They just concede. I mean, we had the win in the air. We were just going to chump block. Nice, nice. Okay. This seems like a pretty decent Brightling matchup. It just holds down the ground so well. I don't know what else I want to do here, though. Wasteland seems bad against the deck running no non-basics. So we're going to do that probably out of Forest, I think. Or I think I added a Plains, I don't know. Because Brightling seems good. I think I want to cut something, but I'm not sure what. Flyers seem really nice. Honestly, our deck seems pretty well set up for this matchup. Like, Biogenic Ooze takes over the game. They do have a lot of removal, though. So maybe I just want Brightling instead of the Ooze. And they seem weak to Flyers, so I'm actually going to Cloud Goat instead of Deep Forest Hermit, which kind of makes me want to cut Green Sun Zenith and bring in Recruiter of the Guard. Because that can get Courser, Solemn, Deranged Hermit. No. We're gonna keep the Ooze, I think. I think the Ooze is better than Deep Forest Hermit in this matchup because they just get so big. Or maybe I just want Elspeth. Just run Elspeth. Elspeth is great. Yeah, I'm down for that. I will keep this hand. It's gonna be a little while before we get to play Windbreast Kites, but that's okay. Student of Warfare here. We're gonna play Thalia turn 2 probably. They're gonna kill our student. Oh, they're not. Okay. I like this. So I can either Thalia, but I feel like actually playing Phyrexian Revoker is kind of better because it cuts them off mana, you know, in the same way. So I think I'm actually gonna do that. We're gonna attack for 1 because this is an 0/1. Then we Revoker the Noble Hierarch, right? Yeah, they can't activate mana abilities. Noble Hierarch. Deal. Yeah, so now they're locked out of that. Next turn I get to go Thalia plus Tapland or just a Courser. Sure. And they had to use Flame Slash on a Revoker, which is kind of good. So here we're going to go Plains, Thalia, into Avacyn's Pilgrim. Hit for 1. Next turn if I draw a land, I might just cast... Oh no, I need 1 more mana to cast Armageddon, never mind. Master of the Wild Hunt. That is a very... Oh boy. That's a rough card here. Master of the Wild Hunt. You can just start killing all my creatures. I think at this point, I have to like just double level up Student of Warfare. That way they can't kill it. We just gotta go like all in on a big Student of Warfare. Can I make it a 4/4 double strike next turn? I might be able to. I think I play Legion's Landing. Costs 2 because of Thalia. Is that better than making this a level 3? I don't think so. I think I play this. Play Windbreast Kites. I get to see what I'm drawing. Ooh. Elspeth is power 4 or greater. So it's between Spear and Elspeth, and I feel like it's just gotta be Elspeth. Elspeth plus Armageddon is going to be a really broken turn. So now I attack for 3 first strikes, so they can't really profitably block. And then I can like, this is only if you attacked with 3 or more. Okay. I think we can do this. So my game plan is to try and get Elspeth down this turn. Sky Sovereign. Dude, what? Man, they have all the sideboard for this matchup. And that deals with Elspeth so nicely. Oh, that's bad. Because I have to attack with 3 or more. And I'm just never going to untap with creatures again. Alright, well, it was a good run. Play Courser. Anafenza. None of this is anything good enough to compare to what opponent's doing. Our deck is critically lacking removal. I think if we were able to kill Master of the Wild Hunt, we would have had a shot, but we did not, so. Because they're gonna, like, just kill everything I own. Yep. Why can't I block Treetop Village? What am I missing? Why can't I block Treetop Village? Oh, I see. They didn't attack with it. They crewed with it. Okay. Oh boy. They really have the sideboard for this matchup. I don't know if we're going to win this one. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. I should have conceded to not show them more of our deck, but that's okay. How do I beat that? That is a very good question. Like, Brightling can become a 3-3. That doesn't really matter. I think I just have to be fast, which our deck doesn't do so well, but that's okay. They even have Oblivion Stone. That's that's something else right there. We're just gonna run it back. Go first, finally. This hand is not good enough, I don't think. We really need like a 1-mana accelerant. Okay. I get rid of... The problem is I don't really want to curve Thalia into Gideon because that's so hard to like make work. I think I get rid of Spear because it doesn't really impact the board. I definitely could have gotten rid of Thalia as well, but we really want to draw Plains next turn. Because then I can go Thalia into Recruiter into Gideon, which is like a pretty good sequence. Yep, there's their 1-mana accelerant. I don't think I can win this matchup really. Forest was good. We play Thalia here. Plains would have been better, but at least we have a land so that we can cast Recruiter. Yeah, if they have a burn spell... Okay, they had to use Mizium Mortars. That was kind of good. Ugh. White mana there would have been kind of lights out. So Recruiter... What do I want to get here? Got a lot of options. Solemn is the most tempting, but I need to hit a land drop for that to work. So I think I'm just going to take Avacyn's Pilgrim to guarantee that I can get double white. Because if I don't draw a white source this turn, it's going to get kind of bad. Yeah, that's a lot of mana. Ugh! Man, I just have to tap out for a Pilgrim, and if they kill my Pilgrim, like, then what? But I have to do this. There's no way around it. Attack for 1. If they kill my Pilgrim, that's bad, but remember they used Mizium Mortars to kill Thalia instead of any other cheap burn spell? So maybe this is just a Garruk? And by just a Garruk, I mean... Oh, no! Oh, I mean, that would have killed Thalia as well, so we can still draw a white source here. This is rough. We basically just drew everything in like the wrong order. And our opponent had a pretty good curve. Sky Sovereign is very problematic for us. So we have a couple options. We can get down Gideon Blackblade right now and hope that they can't generate enough power to crew Sky Sovereign. And then the following turn we can protect it with Thalia so that we can ultimate. Honestly, I feel like that's our best shot. Because if I play Thalia here, it prevents them from crewing Sky Sovereign for 1 turn, but then the next turn we're still in a bad position. So we just have to hope they can't put 3 power onto the board. And it's sketchy, but I don't think we can do much better. So let's get a Plains. Yeah, and Brimaz, it does survive Sky Sovereign, but we need Gideon to kill Sky Sovereign because that's such a problem eventually. I guess probably Vigilance. No, we'll do Lifelink. All right, come on. Don't put 3 power into play, and then we have a shot. Don't be Huntmaster. Please don't be Huntmaster. No, stop. Or whatever that card is. Shadelight? Oh my gosh. We gotta get really lucky here. 2 lands. No! And they hit Shivan Fire. Oh, man. Well, it was still worth a shot. I don't think our deck can possibly beat the boat. That card is... it's really good. And the O-Stone. I mean, that's more... It's not that good there, but we are just dying. Student of Warfare. Alright, we're just gonna move on. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against the Lorax. We get to be on the play, which is good. I'll keep this. It's a little bit slow, but Anafenza into Brimaz into Remorseful Cleric on the play is a pretty good set of plays. So I'm going to lead on Plains. Because fetches have some value in this deck, and if we draw a white source, then I can save Windswept Heath to play like post Courser of Crufix or something like that. Feels like they have a kill spell for Anafenza, but I can't really play around that. Go. Okay, no Fatal Push, that's good. If I can make a 4-5 Brimaz, I'll feel pretty happy. Or, wait, how does Bolster work? Oh, I see. It'll just pump up Brimaz, or Anafenza, but that's not so bad. Okay. Well, better her than Brimaz. Land of War Elves is a little bit late to the party, but I'm going to run this out because it's good against a lot of things. Liliana here would be disgusting, but one can only play around so many things. Hypnotic Spectre, I don't mind too much. It's going to make me discard Deranged Hermit. Oh, that was great. I really want to get down Gideon, but I also want to get down Llanowar Elves and this land. So we're just going to let them hit us with a discard once, and then the game plan is just to have an empty hand, so that Hypnotic Spectre is just a 3-mana 2/2. This guy already has Vigilance, so this is just until end of your turn, right? Yeah, so we're just going to give lifelink. And honestly, whichever creature they make us discard here, we can just play the other one, and it's going to be pretty good. Like, the 2/2 can then block Hypnotic Spectre, I mean, this is going to be even better, but... And if they attack Gideon, then this doesn't trigger. I think this card is a well-designed 3-mana Planeswalker. It's not too pushed. Oh, that's bad. Okay, now we're in a rough situation. We'll see what they make us discard. Remorseful Cleric. We got a 50-50 shot here. Oh, okay. We got a 100% shot. Perfect. I don't hate that. Spear of... Oh, wow. We got to run out Deranged Hermit first. Just so mana efficient. And then if we top deck like a Plains, we can play Spear of Heliod and just completely obliterate them with tokens. Yeah. I'll give you Indestructible. Doesn't really matter, but... Hit for 4. So if they don't make us discard Spear of Heliod... Wait, what? Okay, I guess they want to get it back with Volrath Stronghold, but that takes a lot of time. Or they have Unburial Rights? I don't know what's going on over there. That was a weird chump block. They must think this puts it into play. That's the only explanation I can think of why they would do that way. Can you imagine if this card put the creature into play? That would be something else. No! No! 50-50! 50-50! Come on, deck. I believe. Okay. Still alive. I guess that didn't matter too much because we can just keep this around, but I think having Spear of Heliod will be higher value. They just let it happen. I think I'm just going to let this die and then play Spear. That feels better. Ooh. So I can go... Oh, I can actually do this. I don't really want to mess around with giving Vigilance. Let's go Crucible of Worlds, Windswept Heath, Spear of Heliod. So now I just get a land every turn, which is really nice. I think opponent might just be dead. Spear of Heliod. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're down to 4 life. Okay. That's a fair sequence. I guess I should have activated Gideon before. I basically lose 2 life from this process, but opponents... I mean, they could play Damnation and that would help them, but other than that, they're in a rough situation. They did not get back Necrotal. They must have thought it went into play. Ah, you can make me discard 0 cards. This has got to be Damnation, right? What was that? Oh, Toxic Deluge. Better than Damnation. No! Oh, man. Alright. They hit Student of Warfare and some lands. So we just want to thin our deck as much as possible. Windbrisk Heights. Don't really care about that one. We're just going to keep thinning. I know it helps us get milled out faster, but we gotta do something. They also hit Green Sun Zenith, which is kind of rough. Who knew that the no removal deck was bad against Ashiok? Ultimate is at 10. You got it. They're down to 4. Wait, that was kind of a bad Thoughtseize. Alright, I need to draw like a really good set of creatures here. Because they can Volrath Stronghold Necrotal at any time now. I mean, I do it, but I pretty much die to Ashiok in that situation. Oh, that's rough. So I can cast Armageddon, then they play a Solemn. I think I have to do this. Because now that they can't get Necrotal back, they have 1 card in hand, they're at 4 life. So I just need to top deck like a good 2-mana creature. So I'm gonna play, I guess, I don't really want to play Windbreast Kites because it makes my deck thinner. And I think I'm just gonna keep this in hand, it's pretty bad. I guess I just start thinning with Windswept Heath. So this thins our deck from having threats. Actually, wait. I can choose any card, right? Okay, that's actually fair. So I can just get a land with this. Like a Wasteland. I was going to draw Phyrexian Revoker. That's brutal. Alright, I kind of want to shuffle now, because Phyrexian Revoker is a great top deck. And then it's Ashiok versus the world. Yep, I figured they would get a Solemn. So now I just have to get a Phyrexian Revoker, and we're in business. Forest, yeah. So we're going to shuffle. Normally I would say I probably don't want to like make our deck any smaller, but I want to draw Revoker. So I'm going to let them Ashiok, and then I'm going to shuffle. Dude! Oh no! Oh, that's brutal. Last card was a land. Alright. Revoker off the top. So they hit Courser of Krufix, which is actually really good for them to hit here. So I think as far as creatures go, I actually have quite a few left. Next turn I can play Thalia, Revoker. So I'm gonna get Plains. Thalia doesn't really help, but I'm still gonna play it. Actually, it lets us attack, but they can downtick to get a Courser and start putting lands into play, which I don't like. Now we're gonna get Forests, because we want to get all the green mana for the ooze that we can. Of course, opponent naturally drew a land. Not like that matters. No, they hit Revoker! Ah! Well, I don't think I can beat those draws. We're down to 7 cards. Actually, if I hit a creature here, maybe? So, on my turn, they exile 3, I go down to 3 cards. I draw down to 2. So whatever I draw next turn, I can't actually use to kill them, so I can Horizon Canopy here. But I think they took my last good 2... No, I have Anafenza. No, Anafenza's gone. So I think my hope is that they don't activate Ashiok for some reason. We're going to attack them with Thalia. And attacking them because Ashiok's loyalty doesn't really matter. They get to draw a card. I play a Forest. So the ooze is still in there. They're just going to uptick Ashiok. I probably just concede if they do that, because I don't think there's a card in my deck that can win from here. No, I'll let them see it. Might as well. So they hit Pilgrim, Emeria Angel, and Rishon Import. They drew Packrat. Okay. Pretty good draws. They have 2 blockers. Alright. That is unfortunate. We had that game locked up before Ashiok. This deck has a really hard time dealing with permanents. We don't have any removal, which is rough. Yeah, so Wasteland seems actually okay against them. They had some non-basics. How do I beat Ashiok? Elspeth? Maybe Elspeth should just be in the main. It's a really nice card. No, it's fine. I think we're fine. It's slow and we want to be fast and then just jam Armageddon. They just happen to have Ashiok plus us drawing only lands to win that game. Because I think if we had drawn even like 1 more creature, we probably could have done it. Alright, let's go first. No. It's so close. This hand is a lot better though. We're gonna keep this. So I'm gonna go Student off of, so we're gonna go turn 1 Marsh Flats into Student. Turn 2 Windbrisk Heights. I think I get rid of this 5-drop. Even though it's really good with Spear of Heliod. Maybe I get rid of Spear. Actually, that's not that bad of an idea. If I get rid of Spear, then I can like, yeah, let's do that. Because Spear is not that good without creatures. Now I can shuffle it back in. Mostly I want Deep Forest Hermit plus Windbrisk Kites as like some late game card advantage. And if we hit any land in the next like 2 or 3 turns, then we can go Solemn into Hermit. So that sequence seems okay to me. Oh, okay, Thoughtseize is rough, but both of these are still good cards. They take the Hermit. Whoa. They must have more discard. Ooh, I like that. But for next turn. I'm going to give them a 2-mana play. Because I want to be able to get Student of Warfare up to 3/3 and like play Windburst Kites here. Probably just going to be Armageddon. It's unfortunate we hit all spells here. But I imagine if we're attacking with 3 creatures, Armageddon should be enough to close out the game, so we'll do that. Then hit for 1. And then we gotta draw 1 forest here to Deep Forest Hermit them. Yeesh. Okay, it's gonna be a while before that gets activated. I can Green Sun Zenith for an elf. That seems okay. Ashiok here isn't that scary. And this gives me double green. So next turn I can go Deep Forest Hermit. Rishadan Port is a little bit slow, but that's because we've had better things. But once we get this down, then we like have Armageddon unlock. And things should get better from there. Ophiomancer? Oh, dude. That makes things a lot harder. Makes things a lot easier. Take to the Skies. Emeria Angel. Play Rishadan Port. Always yes. And next turn we can just swing out an Armageddon if they don't kill Emeria Angel. Ugh. They've had everything. Well, I have a 1/1 bird. But I lose the race currently if I Armageddon. Brimaz is good. I kind of like going Brimaz plus Rishadan Port. I guess I tap like this. Because they could like somehow end of turn kill the elves with like Dismember. So let's play Brimaz. Problem is Brimaz dies to the Death Touch Snake. But it does block the 2/2 and the 2/3. And then I get to port their island on upkeep so they don't Ashiok me. Because if their hand is just all removal, that's not the worst. But if they have like pressure alongside it, then it gets rough. So we can basically say you never get blue mana. Power Stone, okay. Green Sun Zenith. Okay. So I can get a Courser, or I can wait a turn and then hopefully get Deranged Hermit. Yeah, we're gonna give them blue mana for a turn. I don't like it, but I need a better board state before I Armageddon. Because right now I Armageddon, I hit them like, what, 14 times with 1 bird? But now, if they don't do anything, I can swing out Armageddon, and then they get like 1 easy block every turn. And I'm not actually that scared of Ashiok anymore, because I have a board presence, board state. So they got 2 cards in hand, let's see what they can do. Okay. The 2/3 lifelink actually makes it hard. Oh, man. Okay. Let's draw Crucible of Worlds or something. Okay. Or I could just cast the Biogenic Ooze. This suggests that they don't have a Wrath, which I like. They do have a lot of good blockers, though. But Ooze can just get really big, so I think our plan is just to make a giant Ooze and start, like, draw a green source and start pooping out Ooze tokens. There was some consideration to playing Armageddon that turn. Okay, Duress hits Green Sun. I don't hate that. I mean, Green Sun was going to be good, but they're hellbent. They don't have good attacks. I think I'm going to Wrath the board this turn. I think. Green Plains. So this is going to die in my upkeep, right? Ugh, but if I do that, then I'm so far behind on Ooze activations. Although they only have... they have like repeatable Death Touchers though. I really need to get another green mana. What do I do here? I can attack with Ooze, Deep Forest Hermit, and sacrifice... Oh no. Deep Forest Hermit, Bird, and sacrifice a Squirrel to get there on Armageddon. But then they're just like 1 land away from still being able to cast Toxic Deluge. So I think I just wait and then Rishadan Port them off blue. I think. God, this is really, really hard. What am I playing around? Because 17 turns is way too slow. I think I wait. Because being able to make extra Ooze tokens gives me a great way to get out of this game. And like, they're top decking, so like 1 draw step can't be that bad. Come on! Ah! Okay, maybe one draw step can be that bad. My gosh. Oh. This feels... Oh no, because I just lost my squirrel thing. Oh man. I don't know what to do anymore. Because as soon as they draw a swamp, they can keep making pack rat tokens anyway, so I think I just have to try and go wider than them, if that's even possible. And I'm going to play this land. So I attack for 1, and then next turn I can start attacking with a lot. Because my oozes just keep getting bigger. They only have 1 Death Toucher. They're gonna have 2 2/2 rats, but wait, whoa! They just played their land? Okay. I mean, like, if you want to do that, you can do that. I'm definitely paying this echo. And that's why I played the mana. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Because if I draw an untapped white, now I can Wrath. Ooh, Gideon is actually exactly what I wanted. Yeah, Gideon is great, giving things Death Touch. So what happens if I attack out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They die. They like lose everything and go to 1. How much do they attack me for on the backswing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Let's see how this math works out. So they block here, 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 and here. So 6. I think it's got to be good for me. Especially because they could like top deck a Toxic Deluge or something. So they gain 2. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. So they're dead with this block. So they actually do have to block with the pack rat, which is what I wanted to get. Okay, they're dead with this block anyway. Math is for blockers, I guess. What do I want to do now? They have... I basically want as many flyers as I can. Elspeth seems good. They have a lot of things that stall the board. So I think I keep Elspeth. Can't cast non-creature spells. It's like kind of clunky. I could just cut that. Although it does help me curve into Armageddon, but they do have the Death Toucher. I think I want flyers because this can hit for 5 in the air over the Deep Forest Hermit. And then I want Elspeth instead of maybe Spear of Heliod, because it's good, but it's kind of bad against all the removal that they're playing. I'd rather just have more creatures than like a couple 2/2s. Yeah. Plus we want a bunch of flyers. I don't know, that could definitely be wrong sideboarding, but I think I like Elspeth here. This hand is slow but good. I'll keep it. We kind of need a forest. Forest? I was reading the Lorax as I said forest. Thoughtseize? Duress. Taking probably Smuggler's Copter. That makes this hand a lot worse. Yeah. Man. That was a really good Duress. I'll play Legion's Landing. I don't necessarily want to just run out Phyrexian Revoker on turn 2 anyway, because I don't know what they have. Ugh. This deck really needed some type of removal. Brain Maggot takes Courser. I think our objective this game is to flip Legion's Landing. Oh, they took Revoker. Okay, well, not the worst, not the best. Biogenica is right. Well, we attack. Start there. So we have 2 options. We can play Windbreast Kite, which means any land we draw lets us... Wait, no, we don't even have to draw land. So Windbreast Kites is the safe play, but we don't have double green for Courser if we hit a forest. I think I like that. I think I like playing forest. No, this also opens up the the draw steps for any double white cards. Yeah, this is probably better. Plus we have a gear. Oh my god. This is especially brutal because of all the lands for us to draw, these were the lands we wanted to draw. Oh man. Honestly, I think I gotta draw forest eventually. I was gonna say I could like set up a situation where I attack with 3 creatures just to get a forest in play, but I think Rishadan Port is going to have more value. I don't think I can beat this draw. They took our elves. Armageddon and Elspeth are gone. Armageddon was a really good draw. Thalia? Okay. That's a hope. So we can attack Ashiok. Because for some reason this whole game is about Ashiok now. Yeah, like an Oblivion Ring would have helped this deck so much. This is kind of the risk of pivoting as late as we did in the drafting portion, is like, we have a lot of good cards, but we don't have as much selection in what cards we're playing as we would like. They took our Thalia and Plains Horizon Canopy. And a Karn. Okay. Wow. Give me a lot of option here. Both of these are insane. I don't want to give them the creature, so we'll just give them Doomblade, but I don't like it. Because now they can kill Thalia, then make a token. Student of Warfare. None of this is going well. Alright, attack Ashiok, attack Ashiok. So they Doomblade our Thalia. Maybe they don't see it. You never know. The nice part is, if they ever do Wrath the board, we do get back our Phyrexian Revoker. Unless they have like Toxic Deluge into Thoughtseize. But yeah, our draws this game have just been pretty bad. Did they play land yet? No. So if I give them Word and Power Stone, they can like Doomblade play a land. So I'm just gonna give them Swamp. It's like less mana, but maybe they have a 5 mana play and then I just feel bad. What was even worse is opponent paused for like a good 20 seconds before making that play. Oh man. Sometimes you play games like this. Plains, Forest, Wasteland. I don't know what cards get us out of this, but I'm gonna wait like one more turn. So I'm usually an advocate of like playing it out as long as there's like a chance of winning. I don't honestly think I have any chance of winning this game because our opponent has Murderous Rider that they can grab at any time. So they can kill any creatures we play. We don't have any removal in our deck. Our opponent we know has Toxic Deluge, and we're like so far away from casting any relevant threats. Plus we're gonna die in like 3 turns that I just don't think we can physically win this game. Yeah, I'm done. Alright, see you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against One Way Garden. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little bit land heavy, but it's got Thalia into Brimaz, which is good against some decks. Probably Bloodstained Mire decks are bad against Thalia. Ooh, that was a nice draw. Now we just have turn 2 Brimaz, which is probably better. Turn 2 Brimaz, turn 3 Thalia and Revoker. I kind of like. And we get to see if opponent has non-basics. I really want to get Wasteland. We never drew Wasteland like really at an opportune time ever. Nor did we ever get to lock Peep with Crucible. Alright, no, opponent did not have a Bolt. They sent a message. Oh, thank you. Well, you'll see yourself in the video. Everflowing Chalice kicked once. Okay, they're red-green. I'm gonna play Brimaz. I'm not scared. I was thinking about playing Revoker on Chalice, but I think I would rather play Revoker on whatever Planeswalker they play here. Just don't be red Chandra. I was actually thinking when I was like planning on what to play that Brimaz is immune to like everything they could play, because most of the green Planeswalkers do 3 damage. But there's that card. Yeah. Alright, well, we can go Thalia. Now is where they deploy all their creatures. I think I may be sequenced bad. It's really hard to know what your opponent's deck does. Chalice. In advance, but like if we untap with Brimaz there, get to make tokens, play Spear, it's pretty hard for us to lose. That being said, we get to... Yo! What? Killing my planes. Kill my... How do they know? It's actually not that bad because I get to play Spear here, but that was kind of gross. I have to play. So not going to attack with a Revoker. I guess there's no point in attacking with... No, there is a point. If they wanted to pay Echo, this, yeah, locks them out from doing that. Weird that they went no blocks, no Echo pay. Treasure map. Okay, so Thalia does seem good against this deck. I like that. How did they scry? 1 card on bottom. Okay, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I don't even have to play Deep Forest Tournament to present a lethal clock. So I'm just gonna save that. Because Thalia can lock them off of playing any blockers. And there's no way they could force spike me, but yeah, they can't play blockers, they can't play non-basic lands. Really rough situation. They didn't even treasure map on upkeep. Nice. Okay. Red-green, you say. With like a lot of spells, surprisingly. Kind of like Brightling. I wish I had more removal. Brightling seems better than Ranger Captain of Eos. Because it's just so hard to deal with. The rest of the deck seems okay. Yeah, I don't like 6-drops on the draw. I think we mulligan this. And by I think, I mean we definitely do. Oh my gosh. So we're on the draw. This hand does absolutely nothing, but if we hit a green source, this hand is like kind of okay. Ugh. We have like 50, we have like our odds of hitting a green source are like 30%. And it's probably better than 5. It's probably better than 5. And honestly, Crucible doesn't do that much here. But if I draw a Wasteland, I think I'm going to bottom the Crucible. I'm going to feel so sad if I draw a fetch, but it just doesn't do that much right now. Green source. Okay, actually Brimaz is not bad. Now this hand is serviceable. Sylvan Caryatid, yeah. Revoker, there's our forest. A little bit late. I think I want to get down the Remorseful Cleric here first. Because it hits in the air. And we're going to play Brimaz next turn anyway. Collective Defiance, Sword of Fire and Ice. That is interesting. That's quite terrible against my deck, but you do you. I guess if they get in a hit, it's good, but you have to like hit your opponent for that to be good, which is a bigger task than it might sound. Slime, killing my green mana. Bro, not even cool. Honestly, not even cool. Let's play the Spear. So I'm going to attack with both because our opponent's kind of forced to block here. I know we lose Brimaz, but we get a 2/2 token in the process. And getting creatures off the battlefield is really good for removing their acidic slime or their Sword of Fire and Ice value. Because we don't have any removal, so like there's only one way through this slime and it's attacking. And then we just gotta try and race and draw green mana. 1 damage. Haha! Take that. So this is like a defensive Thundermaw, I guess. Okay, it's an offensive. We need something. That was probably the best thing we could have drawn there, huh? So we're gonna get him with Spear. So let's attack with both. Maybe they don't block the cat. We're going to let Thundermaw hit us. It's going to kill our Remorseful Cleric off the sword trigger, but then we get to kill it with Spear of Heliod. So that's not the worst exchange, unless they have something even better. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Pretty hard to win this when your mana is screwed. Ooh. So I can actually Spirit of Heliod kill Inferno Titan? Because they targeted my face? I think that was actually a mistake. I mean, we're still like pretty much just straight up dead, but I at least get to kill Inferno Titan, so like I get to show off these sick plays. We're dead in the air though, and Rashidun Port does not stop that. I'll make them do it though. Attack for 2. That was cool, yeah. I'm still just dead, but yeah, we tap down the Taiga, they kill me. Alright, it's gonna be on to game 3. For all the glory. Well, assuming they equip sword, which I don't know why they wouldn't. And maybe they hit my cat instead of killing me? There's like a couple options here. Okay, they figured it out. Elspeth seems great now that I know their deck is full of chunky guys. That's like our only source of removal. I keep wanting to put in Golos, but it's so slow. Crucible still seems good with 2 fetches and a Sackland plus Armageddon. I think I get rid of the Hermit, because it's like just not that great in this matchup. Kind of want to put in Cloud Goat instead of Deranged Hermit as well, because the tokens can gain flying, and it really relaxes our like green mana requirements. I don't hate that. We'll do this. Try and go in the air. Actually, yeah, we'll go in the air. Because this is also a 5 mana 3/3. It might just be a better rate. Let's go first. Man, how am I getting such bad opening hands? Honestly, what is happening here? Acceptable. Get rid of... Went to 5? Jeez. I feel like I almost have to keep Crucible, but maybe not. Get rid of Crucible and Ooze and just try and curve out. That's... These draws, man. We've had not the greatest of luck with this deck. That being... This would have been a great top 4 card to have, too. but alas, it is not for us. That being said, if we draw another creature here, oh no, we're just dead. Oh, okay. So, whoosh. I think I want to play Smuggler's Copter this turn. Because if they level up Jiraga Tree Speaker, they don't actually gain mana until the following turn. So I can go like Smuggler's Copter into Revoker on Tree Speaker. And that seems okay. The only downside here is this filters that into double green, but that's bad. Let's play Revoker. I really want to play Thalia, but I can't let them untap with this much mana. They could play an Inferno Titan next turn. Let's crew you an attack. Loot. I guess I discard the third plains. That makes sense. Then we play a plains. Because I don't have that much double green anymore. And yeah. They have 4 mana though. Like they could just like bolt the Revoker and then I'm in really bad shape. Yeah. Alright. Well, we have Elspeth to ramp into. So that's something. Let's play Thalia. Crew. I gotta discard Elspeth here. That sucks. But I need Courser to hit my more expensive plays. Elspeth would be so good against them, but I just can't afford to do it. And Inferno Titan just straight up kills me pretty much. Can't really play around that too much. Thundermaw Hellkite wouldn't be so bad though. Ugh. Okay. Well, we get to kill Chandra. And we get to loot away this forest. That's not the worst. Attack Chandra. Right? I can't let Chandra survive. She draws them cards, she gives them mana. Oh, that was glorious. Okay, we're grinding through this. Now we play Marsh Flats. See what's on top. So we're gonna shuffle that away, but we don't want them to know what we're drawing. Although I think it's probably worth it so that I can level up. It's worth it for the level up. Ooh. Now they're gonna kill my forest though. See, that's why you don't really want to let them know what's up. But I think like leveling up my dude is better. In case we don't hit something good, then I can make this like a double striker a lot faster. Acidic Slime would be kind of bad, but we could still draw a green. Oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense. It's gotta be just better to play Ooze. And we don't really have good attacks, but they're really stuck on mana, and our Oozes are getting big. Inferno Titan is still bad, but not the end of the world. And they could have played it for a long time, so they probably don't have it. No! Ugh. Ooh, that makes sense why they didn't care. Ugh. Nothing to hit. Ooh, Gideon's good. So I can swing out and play on Offenza? That requires losing my Courser. I think I like that better after I play Gideon. So let's level you up. This is a 3. They're at 14. This is a 3/3 first strike. So I attack them with that. The real question is, do I attack with the Ooze? I'm essentially trading Ooze for Acidic Slime in this situation. And I think the answer is no, because I want to be able to activate Windburst Kites next turn. Now I play Thalia. Well, we're kind of doing it something. Flametongue Kavu kills this student. Cloud Goat, okay. I don't hate this. So I can't play Gideon and activate Windburst Kites. But I can play Gideon. What do I want to do here? Thalia's like all my creatures block pretty well. And maybe I am just surviving until the late game. Alternatively, I can give like Ooze Indestructible and then swing for 3. Because I have first strike. Gideon's at 5 loyalty. I think I like attacking here. Although a timely removal spell does mean Gideon kind of dies. But then they have to swing out and they can't really afford to swing out. So I think I like doing this. Cloud Goat Ranger was a big improvement. Okay, so I'm going to Wasteland. Oh, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Inferno Titan is rough. Siege Gang is not as rough. It's a lot of tokens, but it's beatable. So now I have to trade my Courser with a Flametongue if I want to keep Gideon alive. Which I believe I do. Gideon, Gideon, Gideon. think I want this. I have either that or I can eat the duplicant, but Gideon seems absurd here. So he goes to 1. That being said, they can just kill him with Siege Gang tokens next turn. But I also get a hit with Gideon, actually. Maybe this is better. Gideon dies, but I keep Courser, which means I'm just going to continue drawing good spells. I lose my indestructible ability. They have really awkward blocks this turn, though. I think I like this. I can wait to Wasteland because... wow, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, let's play Windswept Heath. Oh, I was supposed to play Wasteland, that's right. Oh, no, I can still do that, okay. So I want to shuffle that away. Let's attack. Opponent's down to 8. So they can hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If they play exactly Thundermaw, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But I have Cloud Go to block with, so I think I attack with both. I'm okay trading Courser for Siege Gang, because that like gives them a lot less reach. And now they don't know what I'm drawing. So I play Cloud Goat. That is lethal in the air if they can't kill it. I Wasteland the Rootbound Crag, and I'm going to fetch eventually. But Courser did its job. They're down to 5. This hits for 5. If they don't supply a flying blocker, they die. Oh man. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So if they have something that does 2 damage, I'm going to greatly regret this block. I'm trying to think of what that could be though. Like what could they have that does 2 damage that doesn't do 3? I think I just block here. I don't know of that many things that just do 2. Huh. Okay, so they -3 Chandra? Does that kill everything? It's an ooze, it's not an elemental. Alright, looks like we're starting over. That was a good play. I lost my Anafenza. Not like it mattered too much, but I want 3 green for the ooze. If I top deck that, it would be good. Horizon Canopy is a redraw. Remorseful Cleric, you got it. So they can -1 Chandra to kill the Cleric. I think I'm going to lose this game. Or they're just going for the race, that makes sense too. Man, maybe I wasn't supposed to lose Gideon. They still would have wiped the board. Oh man, Pianalar is bad. Alright, I need to draw the ooze like this turn. Llanowar Elves is probably not going to cut it. This is a really busted card. I'm stuck on like chump block duty now. Because they have 1, 2. I'm actually like just dead if they attack. Right, because I take 2, I go down to 7. They can hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so if I just attack there, I just die. Eternal Witness. Oh, wait. What are you getting? Collective Defiance. That's going to kill Remorseful Cleric anyway. But they can't cast it this turn. Wait. If I draw a way to pump up Remorseful Cleric this turn, that's probably my only shot at winning. I don't think that card exists. You got it. I think I just have to do something this turn. I'm taking it. I don't know what card I have in my deck that I can draw to get out of this, but we're not going to win by just sitting there. I die anyway. Spear of Heliod. That was as close to that card as I think I could get. If they don't block, we're dead though. In case that was not clear. Alright, good games, opponent. Good games. Yeah, opponent's got this one. So good games, opponent, and that'll do it for the league. So I want to finish this up and then talk about the deck. Alright, well that's going to close out the league. All 1-2s. Alright, so let's go to the deck. Biggest issues with this deck. I think the deck was quite good. We had really bad draws. Normally I wouldn't say that, but like we had to mulligan so many times. Playing a 17 land, 2 mana elf deck is kind of ridiculous. So that was one reason why we lost a couple of the games. The other reason is we had absolutely no removal, and that was the biggest problem with the deck. Like, 1 Oblivion Ring or something like that would go a long way. I think I remember when I was drafting, I was like, that Convoke Oblivion Ring is like pretty low impact early on, if I could have put that in our deck, we probably would have been able to 2-1, maybe even 3-0 with like better draws. Just because like most of the time we just lost to like one problematic permanent. Phyrexian Revoker was like our best attempt at removal, but we just didn't get there. So I don't know. This was kind of unfortunate. It was a weird draft. We found the open lane, but like I think there was someone drafting white control who was taking all the good removal spells, and we ended up with just like Ranger Captain of Eos type cards, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's gonna do it. See you guys next time.